Dude, congratulations on the new episode.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So without giving anything away, what can the fans expect?
Fans can expect continuing rivalry between Rex and Deviso, especially with the two of them living in the mansion right now. We're going to really touch base on that and get into the nitty gritty of what it's like living with someone that you actually hate. So I think there's going to be a lot of fun there. We'll also start to see a little kind of thing happening between Groner and Saturn, possibly. So I'd be on the lookout for that.
Now, I know this show is very unapologetic and irreverent, but are there some things or scenes or moments that you guys want to put in, but it's like, oh, maybe that's a little bit too much, or is there a border or limit?
Yeah, you know what? Like we try to push things as far as we can go, and then when you do end up dialing it back, we've noticed a lot of times we dial something back as if it's like gratuitous violence. If it's so far, because I mean, at our studio we do Robot Chicken as well, and that's a very violent, bloody show at times. So we try to get some of that in there sometimes, but then it just doesn't feel right with the characters. It feels like it's almost like painful for us to watch something like that happen. So that's usually what we dial back on is over gratuitous violence, and try to. I mean, they're characters we all love, and we don't want to see anyone getting hurt too much, and so I think that'd probably be the big thing.
Now, last question. This is stop motion animation, so I guess the time consumed on production is much more than if a hand-drawn animation like The Simpsons, right?
Right.
So what's the challenge with that?
Well, the biggest challenge is we can't retake anything. Usually, given the schedule, if an animator's animating a shot, they kind of it's all done linearly. Once you do that first frame, you just got to keep doing what you're doing and hope it kind of turns out right in the end. And once that shot's done, we can't really go back and retake the shot. So we sort of get what we get. Whereas 2D animation, CG animation, which I've also worked in both of those mediums, you can kind of go back and redo the shot over and over again, get it just right if you needed to. With us, because of the organic nature of it, we kind of get what we get and make it work. Which, but that's sort of the charm of it as well, because there are imperfections that sort of come with that, and it just kind of lends itself to the charm of the show, I think.
All right, so congratulations on the new episodes.
Thank you so much. We're very excited.
So what can we expect without giving anything away?
Well, the heroes and the villains have to share a mansion now. The villains have been declared heroes. They've got to live together and make it work. So we have about 12 characters in that mansion now.
Nice. It's going to be colliding.
Yeah, very much colliding. There's bathroom sharing going on. There are socks on doorknobs. It's very hard to make it work.
Bathroom sharing is the worst.
Oh, yeah. Especially when there's like a dog man living with you, a cat person. Robo Dino has to sleep in the bathtub because there's not enough beds.
One of the things I love about this show is the sense of humor. It's like so unapologetic. I mentioned to the actors. Talk a bit about coming up with the jokes and make sure that they land.
Yeah, I think that's from my history on Robot Chicken and learning it that way. And then we have a bunch of funny people in the room. And so if you make a bunch of grizzled comedy writers laugh, then you kind of know, okay, that's probably funny then. Yeah. It goes through the filter. And if you get made fun of, if you say something not funny, no one laughs. So you find out very quickly if something's funny.
A lot of A-lister stars in this show. So any new stars that you're bringing in for the new episodes?
Yeah, we have Mikey Day from SNL. We have Jay Farrow from SNL. Taran Killam. And we have a lot of fun surprises throughout the season, for sure. There's some characters we've never seen before that you might get a peek at. And yeah, we've kept it loaded up. And then Chris Pine has become sort of the less good-looking Harry Shearer from The Sims. He does about 3 voices an episode, and you can never pick his voice out because he just is so good at doing these voices. I can't believe how good he is as a voice actor.
So in order to invite these new stars coming in, you got to send a Willy Wonka kind of chocolate invite?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's a very big deal.
All right, congratulations, sir.
Oh, thank you.
On the new episodes coming up.
I know, it's surreal. I love it.
This show is so funny.
Oh, thanks, man.
How'd you make sure that the humor and the jokes land?
I think it's a lot about the writing, who I attribute that to my co-creator and writer Zeb Wells, and then on top of it, I think it's the actors that you bring in to actually give the performances, and then on top of it, it's the animators who are able to bring these puppets to life. The fact that these puppets have to be animated and actually hit the jokes.
Yeah.
I think those animators are unbelievable, and you tip your hat to them.
I was told that they're gonna share the same mansion together.
Yeah, we're having good guys and bad guys, live together. It's the real world.
Wow.
Super mansion.
So the food in the refrigerator gonna be labeled?
Probably. I'm sure. Without a doubt. Yeah, they're not going to like that.
That'll be classified.
100%. Yeah.
So new stars coming in this new episode.
We have a couple new guest stars. Mikey Day from SNL. Taron Killiam's coming in. A lot of SNL people when I'm trying to think about it. But yeah, it's nice little guest stars that are on the horizon.